reports, Nepal's army chief has made a dramatic statement warning that if the political parties fail to agree on an interim prime minister, the country at this point could revert to a Hindu monarchy. In fact, he went so far as to say that with unanimous political consensus, the monarchy could be restored in just 2 days. But that consensus looks distant at this point. Now, the Gen Z protesters who led the violent uprising that brought down the Oli government have outrightly rejected what they call nepotistic politics. And this statement is significant because Nepal has a long and turbulent history with monarchy and democracy. Let me walk you through the timeline of how democracy and monarchy has come into being in Nepal. It was in the year 1768 that Prithvi Narayan Shah unified the Himalayan kingdom under the Shah dynasty. And then by the year 1846, the Rana autocracy took over, reducing kings to mere figureheads. Then by the year 1951, the monarchy briefly regained power with King Tribhuvan's return, paving the way for democratic experiments in Nepal. In fact, Nepal's first multi-party elections took place in the year 1959, only to be overturned by King Mahendra in the year 1961, ushering in the panchayat system in the country. Now, the 1990 People's Movement again restored democracy, but soon after, Maoists launched a bloody decade-long insurgency. And by the year 2008, Nepal abolished the monarchy altogether and declared itself as a federal democratic republic. And yet, even after adopting a new constitution in the year 2015, instability persisted under multiple governments led by KP Sharma Oli. So, which of course brings us to the current situation, when violent youth demonstrations and a fractured political class have once again put the question of monarchy back on Nepal's table. That's how the Nepal situation remains right now. There has been no consensus that has come into being, in fact, with regards to who is going to fill the political vacuum in the country, as to who is going to be the interim prime minister. Two names had come up earlier, Sushila Karki and Kulman Gising. But of course, at this point, no consensus has come into being, which, makes us look at Nepal's record with regards to democracy and monarchy. And now the latest statement has come in from the army chief warning that if the parties fail to agree on an interim prime minister, the country could now revert back to a Hindu monarchy. In fact, he went so far as to say that with a unanimous political consensus, the monarchy could be restored in Nepal in just 2 days.
पशुपतिनाथ महाराज के दर्शन करने आए थे हम। उसके बाद वो जड़ी बूटी चौक है, वहाँ हमारी गाड़ी जला दी। ये पीछे कुछ लोग बोले आप दर्शन के लिए आए, जाओ जाओ जाओ। तो फिर हम निकल कर आए और उस जड़ी बूटी चौक पर आए तो उन्होंने गाड़ी रोकी, हमको गाड़ी से बाहर निकाल दिया और गाड़ी को जला दिया। वहाँ से वहाँ लोकल नेपाली भाई थे ना, उन्होंने हमको थोड़ा बाजू में कर दिया और वही रुके थे। अबे आज इधर आ गए हम एयरपोर्ट पे।
जब ये चालू हुआ ना, वही दिन में लैंड हुआ था, पशुपतिनाथ दर्शन के लिए आया था।
उसके बाद क्या हुआ, आपने क्या देखा?
नहीं, मैंने रोड पे ये प्रदर्शनकारियों को देखा। रोड पे ये प्रदर्शनकारियों को जब मैं लैंड हुआ था, वही टाइम देखा था, लेकिन मुझे होटल पहुंचने में कोई दिक्कत नहीं आई थी।
पशुपतिनाथ के दर्शन के लिए आए थे। 9 तारीख को यहाँ पहुँच गए हम। इधर जब अंदर आए तो जब तक हमको मालूम नहीं था अंदर क्या चल रहा है, कुछ हमारे सब मोबाइल सब बंद हो गए, नेटवर्क बंद हुआ था। तो इधर आने के बाद जो बीच में हमको मॉप वाले ने पकड़ लिए और वहाँ हमारे जो 4 व्हीलर व्हीकल थी, हमको वहाँ से उतरना पड़ा।
Nepal is seeing a political uprising, and one of the names that come to the fore in this uprising is Balendra Shah, who's also the mayor of Kathmandu. But the most surprising thing is he has his connections from Karnataka. He was also a student of NMIT, and now I have come here to the NMIT campus, and I'm talking to the principal, Mr. Nagraj. Sir, Balendra Shah was your student. Did you expect somebody from your university will now be on the front runner race at Nepal, sir?
Actually, nobody expected, including me, that he will be rising to that position. He joined our college in 2016 to do his MTech in structural engineering. So that is a 4 semesters course. So 2018 he passed out. And when he was a student, he was very good at studies and also very good in music, rap music. And he scored about 9.43 out of 10. CGPA 9.43.
9.43 is a very good.
A very good score out of 10. That is, and degree of MTech was awarded by Vishweshwar Technological University. Because our Nitya Meenakshi Technology was affiliated to Vishweshwar Technological University. And he stayed in the campus. He was a well-behaved boy and very good at studies, and all faculty members liked him. And we were not having any hopes on this, that he will be going to this level. And in 2022, he became the mayor of Kathmandu city. We congratulated him because we were very happy and proud that our student became the mayor of Kathmandu city. It is a happy occasion for us. Now also we are very happy that he is contesting for the Prime Minister post of Nepal.
During his stay in Karnataka, Balendra Shah would be staying at this particular hostel in NMIT, which is Shambhavi's boys hostel. Close to 200 people stay here, which also has NRI facilities also. But more important than that is how he was as a student. And to talk about that, I have his professor, Mr. Shreyas. Mr. Shreyas, to start off with, you've heard about the news. One of your student is now in the prime, in the prospect of becoming the CM of Nepal. First of all, how good a feeling it is for you to see your student?
We are really excited and very happy. And he was the first autonomous batch student in PG program in MTech Structural Engineering. So there were 3 of them from Nepal, Balendra Shah, Praveen Shrestha and Sunil Lamsal. All were very curious and very studious students. We really didn't know like he will be the next candidate for a Prime Minister. We were quite very happy when he was also the independent mayor of Kathmandu city. By then, I think, assume that he has been very busy since then. And he also had a talent of being a rapper. And he was very famous in Nepal for being a rapper. Being into academics, I think
As a student, how was this? As a student?
he used to be very silent in the class, study well, his scores were good. Also, they were all had a creative thinking during the lectures which I had observed.